with Dave, I guess we'll call this today. As you may know, let me turn the music down a little bit. So, as you may know, one of the things I can't get over here, at least buy in stores, I can't buy B&M baked beans and the B&M brown bread. I can order the baked beans through Amazon, and I actually have 2 cans of those coming. I've ordered some before, but I can't even order the brown bread for some reason. So I found a recipe online. This one comes from Serious Eats. I'm sure there's more, but it's called Easy Boston Brown Bread Recipe. And turns out the brown bread is a steamed bread, which I've never made before. I'm assuming this is going to be more like making a cake and then just baking it. So I'm going to use my gas oven, and I've got 2 of these trays. So I'm assuming I'm going to fill these with water, and then I think I can put one of each of these in here, and so I can have 2 of those going at once. So that might use up all the batter. So let me get started on this. Just mix everything together. Okay, that's pretty easy. Let me get my buttermilk out. I've got my buttermilk here. So rye flour, how much? 1 cup rye flour. Looks good. Raisins. So you can do it without raisins. I like it with raisins. That's what I'm gonna do. 1/2 cup. So that was 120 grams of rye flour, 75 grams of raisins, cornmeal, 1/3 of a cup of that. Had to order this online. So 1/3 of a cup for this one. Right, 1/3 of a cup cornmeal. Yes, I know I shouldn't be pouring over the bowl. There was corn flour in the stores. I wasn't sure if that was acceptable. It's probably pretty close, I would think, because it said fine cornmeal. Baking soda, 3/4 of a teaspoon. Baking soda, and what they have here in England is bicarbonate of soda, which I got at Sainsbury's. So we'll do 1/2 and 1/4. Okay, so it says 1/2 teaspoon kosher salt, or 1/2 as much regular salt. So whisk that together. Actually have a whisk. Okay, whisk that together. Now we're going to add buttermilk and molasses. But I had to get blackstrap molasses, which is not regular molasses and is not treacle, which is common over here. So that one I found at Holland and Barrett, which is a health food organic store over here. And they had it right on the shelf. So that was very convenient. There's the buttermilk. So that was only half of that. Obviously this doesn't have high sides, so I can't be very aggressive with it. Looks like cookie dough at this point. So I'm plugged into shore power today. I was running off the batteries before, but the weather was a bit rainy today, and it didn't really recharge that well. I mean, I was fine. I was still about 500 amp hours instead of 600. Not a huge problem, but I've got electricity here, so might as well use it. That should be good. Turn that on. Get it boiling. So this power, the 240 UK power, is coming directly from shore power. It's not going through any inverter or batteries on my bus. It's simply coming in to a breaker box in the back and then up here to the power strip. So a third of a cup molasses, blackstrap molasses. That's pretty close. I'm watching the jar as well to make sure it doesn't drip too much on the countertop. Let's see what it tastes like. Yes, very bitter. So I'm going to use I'm going to use the oven too, I think. I'm not sure how that'll work, because you're supposed to heat up the water. I guess I can just put the pan in there with the water and then put the smaller pans in the tray once the water gets hot. So this will go in the gas oven. So I might be able to do just 2 of these. So that's let me just do 2 of these big pans. I'll do one with the cooking spray and one without. I probably don't need the cooking spray. Famous last words. Okay, tinfoil hat. Okay, so it said place small square of foil over the top and secure as a lid with heavy-duty rubber band or string. I'm just going to fold it over like this. Okay. That's too much water. I might have to dump a little bit of that out. disappears when I drop it in, which I'll probably do anyway. Okay, so it's almost floating there. That's it. Cover it. It's 35 to 40 minutes. So it's 5:45 now. Okay, I will put this one in the oven and then come back to you when it's all done and let you know how it comes out. Thanks for watching so far. Okay, I'm on the GoPro. I was busy editing the footage from the Insta360, but the first one is the timer's done for this guy. I do have the other one in the oven. And I can see bubbles in there, so that one's cooking. That one's got another 20 minutes to go. So I'm going to take this one out. It smells a little like brown bread. Let's get the camera set up here. So it says to basically a toothpick in the center, but it also says a thermometer should be about 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 90 plus Celsius. So that's done, or hopefully it is. I guess I gotta, what do I have for gloves? Gotta get the thing out of there. I do have tongs here. Get a towel down. My only concern is if I have to, if I have to bake it some more, then I don't want to dump out the hot water if it's not really ready yet. Can I lift it up? I do have 2 sets of tongs. Let's see if I can maneuver it. Looks like it's risen a bit. I'll put that back just in case I need to put it back on to cook some more. Oh, it's not too bad. Let's see what this looks like. It smells like brown bread. Looks like brown bread. Yes, it definitely has that aroma. Let's see how hot it gets. So Celsius is up to 50, 60, 65, 70. Probably won't make it to 90, but it's sitting at 70. Should come out, how did it say? A skewer inserted in the center should come out with moist crumbs. I think that's pretty good. I will just leave it covered because it'll obviously bake a little bit on its own, a little more. I'll call that done. Okay, so the one in the gas oven is ready. I let this one cook for 40 minutes, and just because it's probably a little less efficient than the electric burner. So let's see how how this one came out. I'm gonna lift the whole tray out, put it up on top. So I did read the instructions a little more, and it recommends you leave it sit, you leave the brown bread overnight, and it will blend the flavors better. So no sampling tonight. And put it up on the towel. A smoother top to it than the other one did. I don't know if you can see that. And let's see what the thermometer says. So the other one went up to 70. Not quite as much. Doesn't look like it's really done. I think I'm gonna put it back in a little bit, or I could transfer that water to the pot and then go back to the electric, use it on the electric one to finish it up for a few minutes. That'll be better. Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. So I'll put that water in that pot and put it on that burner and give it a few more minutes. Okay, well, today my B&M baked beans arrived, and I've already bought my hot dogs. So I was gonna take one bread. This is the one I made on the electric hob with the big saucepan. Let's see if I can get it out of the tray here. I want to warm it up a little bit. It says, I mean, obviously if you have the one, you know, you have the one out of the can that you can slice it and toast it, but I don't have a toaster, so it came out pretty good. So I was going to warm it up in the gas oven for a little bit, and let me cut it open first. I'm going to take a little taste of it first. So it's been sitting for almost a whole day since I made it and baked it. Looks pretty dense. Let's try a little corner of it here. Tastes pretty good. Yeah, very much like the original. Not quite, but pretty close. So I might just try warming up half of it. I'll cut it up into smaller chunks. Throw that in the oven for a few minutes. Now I'll get the rest of the meal ready. But it looks like the bread worked out, and I still have enough ingredients to do another batch. So I might start making some brown bread. So thanks for watching, and when I decide to bake something else, I'll throw another video up. See you guys later.